Hey guys, we're here at Milwaukee Pipeline. I'm here with Bradley, and we're talking about kind of not mobile charging, but gang charging, multiple charging, power supplies.
Yeah.
Can you explain this? Because it's a little confusing. I'm trying to figure it all out.
Yeah. So both mobile, on-site, and on the go. Something you really have to consider is it's not just about how the tools perform in application, right? We were talking about this earlier. We're always pushing the bounds of batteries, motors, electronics. That's application. What we are, power management, is getting through that full day of work.
Okay.
And there's going to be a different journey for every user, right? So you might be charging in your shop. You might need to charge on the go. And we're introducing 3 new solutions that optimize all of those scenarios.
Can you go through all 3 for us?
Of course.
All right, let's do it.
So the first one here is the Milwaukee Power Manager. Okay. And so a lot of what we see happening today is the pain points of tripping breakers, manually moving packs over, right? Or even calling an electrician and spending thousands or tens of thousands to add more circuits and unnecessarily upgrade your
I can't tell you how many times I've walked up to a bank of chargers and they're all dead because it's tripped the breakers.
Yes, exactly.
So how do we avoid that?
Yes, the Milwaukee Power Manager. So the way this thing operates is it will look and detect at how much current is being pulled from each outlet. You set the maximum amount of power, and then it will energize the largest number of outlets possible, right? Without tripping that breaker.
So for the viewers here, this Power Manager is powering all of this off of 15
off
or
of
20?
A single 15 amp circuit.
15
so
amp
we'll
circuit.
have 2 models, one for 15, one for 20.
Okay.
And then what happens is it will detect once these chargers are finished and automatically move on to new chargers. So you can really avoid that pain point, right? Never trip your breaker.
What's it prioritizing? The least charged or the most charged?
So it'll prioritize from the top down. So what we recommend is that you plug your fastest chargers, your superchargers, into the top outlets. And so what this really unlocks is the ability to combine a supercharger with a high bay count charger. If you have access to power during the day, like we are today when people are running demos, we're swapping out on those superchargers, and then overnight it'll manage those and then get to the larger bay count chargers as well.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is your option 1.
Yes.
Okay.
Option 1 for all 3 systems, different charge speeds.
Different charge. Option 2.
Yes, new option 2 is the Daisy Chain 6-bay charger.
Wow.
Now, so you know
Oh my God,
M18,
look at this.
right?
Yeah.
It's our workhorse platform, 275 solutions now, by far the most popular. And so what we've heard from users is, I want to charge a lot of M18s overnight. And that's what this charger is optimized to do. Charge 60 M18s on a single 15 amp circuit overnight. All the packs you see right here, right?
Okay.
And the charger is also optimized for transportability. So we have this daisy chain feature to help you manage your cables.
Oh yeah, okay.
It's also pack-out compatible and
saw that.
optimized to be carried easily.
Are these different chargers?
Those are the same ones.
Okay.
And so a user, right, you could grab 2 of these, charge them in your shop overnight, bring them to your truck or trailer, whatever.
Yeah, you could bring that into the job site with you, but if you're back in your shop, you put it on your charging wall and you daisy chain them and you connect them to one outlet.
Yep, exactly.
How, who gets fed first here? How does that work?
So it's all at the same time. It has 2 different modes. So you'll see on the charger here, nighttime and daytime.
Yeah, I see
When
that.
it's in nighttime mode, it'll charge at the standard rate to help you get those 60 batteries on the single circuit, get it done overnight, or flip it into rapid mode and it'll charge those batteries twice as quickly. You want to turn it around on site during the day.
I got you. Okay. And I noticed you've got some indicators I meant to mention over here. Just run me through some of these. What is that telling you?
Yeah, so sure. Solid red will tell you that the battery is currently charging. Right?
Okay.
Blinking red will tell you the battery is waiting to be charged.
Yep.
Solid green is fully charged, of course. Blinking green will tell you that the battery is almost fully charged, over 80%. So you could still take it off, get some work done. Not there yet. And then if it's blinking red and green, Christmas tree as we call it, that means there might be a problem. There's not a good connection. In that case, you know, just reattach the battery, something like that.
And if the battery's too hot, do you get a temperature?
Yeah, so it'll be blinking, it'll be a faster blinking
And it'll
red.
be blowing air through.
So these ones don't blow air through it.
Oh, they don't? That's a supercharger.
Yeah, that's a really nice transition to the 3rd new product we have
let's
here.
do it.
Yeah, which if you come take a look, we're showing in a mobile environment.
All right, so we're in a trailer.
Yeah. This is our new dual base supercharger with
Yep.
4-point mounting. So you saw a couple of months ago we announced the dual base supercharger.
Yep.
This one is a little different. We're going to keep both. And so this one has that 4-point mounting to be permanently mounted,
Nice.
optimized in the
Yeah,
mobile
yeah.
environment. Also has pack lock. So if the trailer truck's bouncing around, it'll keep charging. Unlock that pack, take it, go to your first property of the day, discharge these, bring it back, plug it in, and it'll start charging. And here, especially in this application, where, if you're ripping a tool, a string trimmer, a chainsaw, those batteries warm up, right? And then you want to charge them in a hot truck or a hot trailer, we really start to pay off the benefits of our new Forge 8.0s and 12.0s with Cool Cycle. Because we can blow cool air through the packs and cool them down. And what that really does is ensures that the packs charge faster, but when they're done charging, they're cool, so they're ready for another discharge, right?
Ready to go.
And then back to this charger again. So this is the same daisy chain charger, but this time we're showing it in daytime mode, right?
Okay.
So if you have access to power on the go, you can still use that to turn around your packs.
So this
as well.
would be your solution for on-the-go power.
Yes.
For landscapers, let's say, or somebody who uses a lot of power
Yeah.
during the day. What power is this, or how does this charges at night?
Yeah, so this is our roll-on portable power supply.
Yep.
Inside here is a big 2.5 kilowatt-hour red lithium core and a 3,600 watt inverter on top. So it'll deliver 3,600 watts continuously or 7,200 watts peak. So essentially what it is a large battery generator, right?
It's a portable battery.
Absolutely.
Give me a sense, give us a sense of how many batteries can we charge on the go?
Yeah, so you'll get 12 8-amp-hour batteries out of this one on the go. And so what we really look at is if you're a professional landscaper who needs 20 or 24 of these to get through a full day of work, you can cut that number in half.
Yep.
And that means, managing a lot less packs on your trailer, simplifying the setup.
What about MX? Can you
Yes.
use this to charge MX, I would imagine?
Yes,
right?
absolutely. So it's got 4 AC plugs on it. You could plug any charger into it. And in addition, like you said, it's got that AC input on the side. And so this also has what we call auto AC restart. So that means at the end of the day, no matter what the state of charge of anything going on here is, you plug an extension cord into this, it will recharge the big core in here, it'll recharge the packs on here, all be ready to go.
So if we pull up to a job that we're camping for a bit, we could run a shoreline basically, connect to this, top this off, or keep it from draining.
Yeah.
Right? How many MX batteries can I charge off this?
I don't know off the top of my head.
It'd be nice if it were like 4 or 6 or something. Or 8. Yeah, those were 8, you said?
Yeah, 8 amp
so it's
hours.
probably not 8.
12 8-amp-hour
Probably not
M18s.
big ones. I don't know. That's a good question. I'd like to figure that one out. Maybe I could
Yeah.
find out. So that's pretty cool. And I like your setup in here. So this is great. So
this is a fun setup.
This is today's solution to on-the-go charging. It's not probably the solution in a few years, but we're working towards a goal of trying to cut the gas tank, right? We're trying to get rid of the gas, go cordless, and allow guys to run a cordless mower or all cordless tools for a lot of reasons. We talk about those reasons.
Totally.
Emissions, noise, ordinances.
Yeah.
So, okay.
So, overall our perspective here is that there's not going to be a one-size-fits-all solution, and we're going to continue to innovate on the shop charging to help you get the most out of your circuits, on the go to charge as quickly as possible. And we also, like we were talking about, understand that journey's going to take time for a lot of people, right?
I think the biggest speed bump is cost.
Sure.
So upfront cost to a landscaper is all new cordless tools that they're getting rid of their gas tools. This thing is a fortune to buy.
It's $4,500.
Yeah, and these are not cheap. So that's a big upfront cost, and they're gonna have to navigate that if they're gonna go cordless.
Yeah.
Additionally, I think charging on the go still needs to get better because 8 batteries is good, but you need more than that.
And that's really how we thought about the design of the daisy chain charger of start small, convert your hedge trimmers, maybe a couple handheld blowers, and we'll grow with you over time. There's no need to replace every drop of gas overnight. Now you can with this setup. If you're in California, you have to, you really want to, but everyone doesn't have to follow that same path.
Well, Bradley, thank you so much for your
Yeah,
time. This has
thank
been
you.
really educational. I
Appreciate it.
appreciate it.
Yeah.
Thanks for having us.
Yeah.
Thank you, everybody.
Thanks.